Hey everyone, Josh Baldwin with Vegan Fit here. Today I want to do a video about how to lose belly fat. There's a lot of misconceptions out there I hope to clear up, and there's also a lot of good tips and tricks I can show you to help you lose that fat. So first off, let's talk about some of the misconceptions, right? So one of the biggest ones is that you can just do sit-ups, right? If you do sit-ups or ab work, you can lose belly fat. Obviously it doesn't work like that. Hopefully you guys already know that, but if you don't, let me explain this a little bit. So working the biceps, let's say, that's not going to be able to target fat loss in the arm region or in the bicep area. You're just going to tighten that muscle. In theory, it grows and or hardens or it gets tighter. But it's certainly not going to lose any fat in that area, right? So you can't just do sit-ups or abs, or if you have a lot of love handles, you can't just do a bunch of oblique work and transverse work just to get rid of the fat. You've got to actually do the right stuff, right? So let's talk about that for a second. Now that we understand that the sit-ups aren't going to help you lose the belly fat. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the food part. Obviously, that's the number one thing here, right? You're generally your belly fat, which most people talk about as the lower belly or the love handles. That's where your body likes to store fat. And everyone's different with this. Some people store fat very evenly through the body. Some people store it a lot in their glutes and their inner thighs. That's common as well. But most people do store a lot of belly fat. I mean, a lot of fat in the belly, in the lower abdominals, and the obliques, and the love handle area. So there's a couple things you can do on the food. Obviously, first of all, if you're really trying to burn fat, you probably need to go ahead and be in a caloric deficit every day. Now, it doesn't have to be much, and in theory, you could be in a caloric surplus, and you could still, maintain a certain belly fat, maybe even possibly lose a little bit while you build muscle. But if your number one goal is to lose belly fat, you need to make sure every day you're in a caloric deficit. So that's the first thing. The other thing we're talking about food is, of course, making sure you're eating whole, real foods. So we want to get away from any kind of processed crap. And make sure you're eating good stuff. Now, the main thing here we're talking about what not to eat is going to be all bad fats, right? Your bad fats out there, obviously meat fats, dairy fats, a lot of oils. Pretty much all the oils are not great for you, but some are worse than others. These are the things that are going to cause you to store the most amount of fat. So we want to avoid that stuff entirely. Keep it really simple. Just cut it out. The other thing is going to be having a lot of heavy stuff at night. Now, some people react differently to this, but for most of my clients and for myself, if I load up on a lot of heavy foods at night, I'm generally not going to burn a lot of those carbs, a lot of that food, and it's going to be stored as fat, and I'm going to have some problems with that. So that's one thing you want to watch out for as well, just watching out for the heavy carbs at night and heavy bad fats. The other thing you don't want to forget here is keeping your sodium intake low. A high sodium diet is going to cause high water retention, and a lot of that water is going to be stored in the belly area. You're going to feel bloated, but you're also going to look it. So just cutting the sodium down big time. I try to stay at least under 1,000 milligrams a day. I try to really shoot for about 600 or 700 milligrams a day, but keeping that low sodium intake, that is going to really help you get rid of a lot of that water weight around the belly area. And if you just do that, just that alone for a couple weeks straight, and you're probably going to lose about 5 to 7 pounds of just water weight. All right, so now you guys hopefully understand a little bit about what you need to eat in order to burn belly fat. Let's talk now about what you need to do in the gym to get rid of the belly fat. So the first thing, number one thing, it's going to be cardio. You've just got to hit the cardio. So I don't like cardio myself. I actually hate it. I can lift weights all day, but I do not enjoy cardio. But it's something you're going to have to do. So you got to take 20 minutes a day, 30 if you're feeling really good. But 20 minutes a day minimum, and hit the cardio. It doesn't have to be crazy intense. You can do a couple different types of cardio. You can do the HIIT type cardio where it's high intensity interval training. That works great. You can do short bursts like that, but it's also important to get some of the slow, steady state cardio, which does show in studies that it actually burns a little bit more fat storage than the HIIT. So to me, it's important to do both. If you can do about 20 minutes one day of really good steady state cardio, maybe like the go for a jog or elliptical, bike, whatever it is that you like to do. And then the other day, you hit some more high intensity stuff. Or you can actually hit both types of cardio in the video I showed you last week with the bike and bicep combo. And again, you can do bike and shoulder, bike and triceps, whatever muscle group you're working that day. That's a really good one because the time kind of flies by. You get some really good intense peaks in the heart rate, but you also get a nice long steady state cardio. It's a killer. If you can do that for at least 20 minutes, That's a really perfect way to do that. All right, so let's review here the really simple ways to lose belly fat. First up, diet, right? We're talking low fat in the diet, not a lot of heavy foods at night, and low sodium. Okay, so that's the easy part of the diet. Number two, big thing's going to be cardio. Push it on the cardio every day, at least 20 minutes. Mix it up a lot between the steady state and the HIIT cardio, but do some type of cardio every day. If you guys need more information, more help about this stuff, definitely check out the website, veganfitonline.com. You can sign up for the 12-week transformation package, and I can really help you kind of dial this stuff in and make sure you get the results that you're looking for. Otherwise, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below in the comment section. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Shut down.